Hello, welcome to my landscape photography vlog. I'm John Greenwood, and today I'll be teaching you how to photograph boats in the ship graveyard. The weather in the last few weeks has been absolutely miserable, so I haven't been able to get out and get any photographs of the landscapes or anything like that, so it's been a bit depressing. I looked on Google Maps to see what areas there are, nice areas for water, and I found out that about an hour away from me there's a graveyard for ships, which seems really exciting, and I've never been there before, so it's a bit muddy, so I'm going to be careful I don't slip. Ooh. I think the river's flooded recently, so there's a lot of gooey mud everywhere, so I'll probably end up flat on my face in a bit. So I haven't been to this ship graveyard before, so I don't know what to expect. I'm quite excited because I've never seen a ship graveyard before. I'm kind of expecting loads of old Spanish galleons with cannons and dead pirates and things like that. I'm guessing there'll be lots of old wooden structural things, so nice frames in the boat and nice old decaying wood and things like that, so I'm looking forward to this. It should be a nice photographic opportunity. The light's looking great now, but there's a massive bank of cloud just where the sun is about to go behind me, so it looks like I'm going to be a bit late for this one, but I think we really need the sun on these boats to make them dramatic, because if it's miserable, it's very wet and muddy everywhere. I don't know how it will work, but we'll have to see. Ooh, I've seen my first boat and it looks quite cool. It looks like an old wooden boat. I'm not sure which sort it is, but I can't get very close to this one. It's really, really muddy. So I don't know if I can get any close-up detail. There's a lot of mud down here, and if you can see down here, there's the boat, and there's all this glorious mud, and it doesn't look like it's very walkie-safey, so I don't think I can get up close to that one. I've just come down into this muddy bit down here, and what I like is these little troughs that the water's made as it goes out, and there's some lovely leading lines into this old boat, but it's very windy, so what I wanted to try and do is put a big stopper on to try and get some movement in the sky, because the light isn't very good, but I can see the camera just being buffeted around by the wind, so I really don't think it's going to work. It might be good enough for something like on a small screen so we can show you on YouTube, but I don't think this is any good for a print. So now I'm going to go off and try and find some more boats and find my Canon. This one's called Envoy. I'll just show you the plaque. Right, focus. Okay, that is it's a boat. So this one here has got some lovely detail on it. It's a nice old wooden one. It must have been dumped here quite a long time ago because got all the ground and rubbish all over it. So there's some lovely details in the wood, so I might take a close-up one of that. And there's another boat over here. This one's called Jonadab. If you can read that. So I'm not sure where that one is. It seems to be buried. That might be it there, but that might be a gate. The light's still rubbish, so I might have to get some close-ups of these boat details, because it's not really looking too promising today. But there's a little patch up there of clouds, so if that breaks a bit, might get the sun come through and I might get a photo. So I'm going to look around for a composition for a larger landscape shot, but while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to do lots of little intimate photos. There's a lot of concrete boats around here. I don't know why, but whoever thought that would be a good idea, because concrete's not really known for its floaty abilities, but there's also some nice wooden boats. So there's a lovely wooden one I'm just coming up to now. You can see behind me. There's a lot of the skeletal structure of the hull here, so I might see if I can get a nice photograph here. This one's called the Severn Collier. I'm guessing by the name this one used to carry sheepdogs or something like that. So it's a nice wooden one, so I'm gonna have a look at it and see if I can get some nice photos. There's some really nice wood this side. Right, I just managed to get quite a close-up photograph of the Collier then. Just back there, I was just talking to somebody, and apparently the Collier is actually used for carrying coal, hence the name Collier. So that does make a bit more sense than sheepdogs, so that's probably true. So I've got a close-up of that one, but it's not, the light's still pretty pants at the moment, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get a very good wide landscape today. So these boats really are interesting, and there's a lot of detail, and I found there's another boat here which is probably the most impressive one so far. This has really nice beautiful wooden detail in it, so again I might have to go for some more intimate shots and close-ups of the patterns in the wood and things like that. The cloud is closing in a bit, it looks a bit murky over there, but there are still some patches over the back where there's a bit of light, so I might be able to get a photograph of a wider landscape, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. But this place is amazing. There's so many boats and things all around, just decaying and things like that. So this bit's been set alight, so somebody's burnt this, and there's lovely beautiful detail in this wood. It's all flaking off, and you've got all the knots and the metal bolts and everything in here, so it looks really nice. So I think today I'm just going to have to get some close-ups of all these boats. Unless the sun does come out, it doesn't look too promising. All the elements just aren't working for me today, so I'm going to keep trying, keep looking around and work hard for some compositions. There's some nice light behind me now. The clouds are pinking up quite nicely, but unfortunately I'm really struggling for a composition. These boats are really nice, but they just seem to be all in the wrong position for me, so I'm going to head back down to the other boats that I was at earlier, see if there's any in a different position that can point and lead the eye into the sunset. But it's strange because there's so many beautiful boats here, it's really difficult. But there is another photographer down there. He's taking a photograph of a topless model, so I'm just going to head down that way now and see if I can get any nice photos there. I'll show you what I mean about finding difficult photos. If I take a photo of this boat, look right into the sunset, it seems to be quite flat on. There's no, I need to be higher up so I can get a lot of the bone structure of the boat looking forward, but it seems to just block out. It's like two halves, so you get the boat at the bottom and then the sky at the top, but they don't really lead into each other. So I'll take a photo while I'm here anyway, but I'm just not too optimistic about this one. Right, I found it really difficult to get a good composition today. I found lots of close-up shots which I think I would find interesting, and if you're into detail, I'll show you those in a bit, but I quite like those. But as for a more dramatic landscape, I found it really difficult here. The water's really brown, it's difficult to get a nice shot of that, and this is where I came back earlier. So this morning when you saw me with the boat down there, and that's completely submerged now, so I won't be able to get another photograph of that. And I think that was probably the best boat that I found on here, so I'm not going to wade into it now, it's a bit too deep. So I think I'm going to call it a day and start heading back to the car. The colour's completely gone in the clouds, so I don't think I'm going to get another shot, but I'm going to walk along the canal, and there might be some old barges or something along there. I think that's it. So I've had a really good time, and I'm still hopeful there might be another shot somewhere, you never know. So what I'm going to show you those photos now of the close-ups of the wood. Please leave a comment and let me know which ones you like, which you didn't like. Normally I would take a larger kind of grand vista, but I'm struggling today, so I've just gone for the intimate shots. The light hasn't worked out, so I have taken a lot and made the best of it by taking a lot of the photos of the boats and the wood close up. So if you like those, or if you don't like those, please leave a comment to let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. It's not really my normal kind of vlog so far, but if you have enjoyed it, please make a comment, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you very much.